The history of Wing Chun is somewhat complex due to all the folklore and oral tradition, but eventually documentation helps us find what is believed to be the truth. Much of what is written comes from stories passed down through the years, but historical evidence is rare. It was often said that Wing Chun was created in the late 16 or early 1700s. The popular myth claims it was developed by a Buddhist nun named Ing Moy, one of the five elders who survived the destruction of the Shaolin Temple. As the story goes, she taught her system to a young woman named Yim Wing Chun, who used it to defend herself. The art was passed through secret societies and southern Chinese families. The problem is, the story comes from a Chinese novel called Everlasting Green. The novel was never meant to be taken as truth. Some accounts say that Ip Man was the first to tell this story, though that's not verifiable. Moreover, there's no record of the Shaolin Temple being attacked and burned during this time period. It appears that the story is more symbolic than factual. It emphasizes resistance against the Manchu Qing rulers and the idea that Wing Chun is designed for a smaller, weaker person. So let's get to what we can prove. The earliest verifiable history places Wing Chun in Fushan, Guangdong province during the 18th and 19th centuries. Liang Jan, an herbal doctor and martial artist, is the first historically confirmed Wing Chun master. He was well known in his area and passed the art to several disciples. Wing Chun seems to have been developed out of Southern Shaolin arts and red boat opera martial traditions. Opera performers traveled by red boats and may have been involved in secret societies opposing the Qing. It is believed that they used fast, close-range fighting systems, which may have helped shape Wing Chun's structure. Fujian white crane may have also influenced early Wing Chun practice. In the early 1900s, Wing Chun is still relatively obscure, passed within families and close circles. Yip Man was a pivotal figure in bringing Wing Chun into the public eye. He was a student of Chan Hua Shun and Ing Chung Suk, both disciples of Liang Jan. He moved to Hong Kong and began teaching around 1949-1950. His approach helped systemize the Wing Chun curriculum. Ip Man taught many well-known students, including Bruce Lee. Though he moved on to develop Jeet Kune Do, he often credited Wing Chun as his foundation, which greatly boosted its recognition worldwide. He also taught Wang Shunglian, Liang Ting, Moy Yat, William Cheung, Victor Khan, and many others who began teaching the next generation. Ip Man passed away in 1972 at the age of 79. After his passing, his students began establishing their own organizations, schools, and their interpretation of the art. It was around this time that you began to see Wing Chun spread throughout the world. These are references and recommended reading to further your knowledge on the art and the history of Wing Chun Kung Fu.